Hello?
Just a second.
Yeah. Kaushik, you can have your message in the chat box, please, because your audio is not that clear because you are traveling in metro.
Sir, Kunde sir,
Yes. Yes.
we can start now.
Okay. All right. So, I'm starting today's session on insolvency, winding up, and closure. But before we talk on the closure of the business, let's talk about setting up a new business, altogether new entity, because that was the theme of our session. Correct?
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Kaushik, you can also. Am I audible to you? All right, all right, all right, all right. No issue. In that case, Kari,
Yes, sir.
okay, okay. Do you have any question about? Okay, 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 okay. See, the first question which I have received from Kaushik Chakrabarti, what is the process of basis of calculation of GST? Am I correct, Kaushik? What is the process of the basis of calculation of GST? Let me tell you one thing. GST basically it is a tax on the supply of goods or service. Look at your invoice value, tax invoice, or we call it as a bill. Suppose if the amount of the supply of goods is 1000 rupees, or say for simplicity of the calculation, let's say it is 100 rupees. And if the GST tax rate is 18%, in that case, 9% would be CGST, 9 rupees would be CGST, and 9 rupees would be SGST, that is State Goods and Service Tax. So total taxation would be 18 rupees, and total tax invoice would be 118 rupees. There are different tax rates. In case of when we go to hotels, restaurants, in some cases it is 5%. In that case, CGST and SGST would be 2.5% each. So few cases there are 5%. In few cases it is 12%. Few cases it is 18%. And in some select cases it is 28% also. But one thing is there, whatever is the tax rate, half of it will go to SGST and half of it will go to CGST. So let me conclude for this question itself. If 100 rupees is the taxable value of sale of goods, total GST and 18% is the GST rate, then 9 rupees would be CGST and 9 rupees would be SGST, and total invoice of 118 rupees would be issued to the customer. Kari, do you want to ask something?
Okay, sir, it is clear.
Okay, okay, okay. Do you have any question on GST? Because why I'm asking this question is that, okay, okay. One more question is that it depends upon the HSN code of the material. Yes, answer is correct. Because in general, let me tell you, HSN means harmonized, standardized nomenclature. Every commodity is known with a specific digital identification. Generally, HSN code is 8-digit code, 8-character code. If it is life-saving medicine, the GST rate would be very less. If it is luxury like four-wheeler or car, the rate is 28%. So as correctly mentioned, Kaushik, it depends upon the HSN code, right? Correct, correct. And as far as services are concerned, more or less, the services GST rate is uniformly more or less 18%. Okay. Kari, do you have any question on GST? Hello?
Okay, sir, I am listening.
Okay, what I am asking is, do you have any specific question on
No.
GST or whatever
Right.
topic you have studied so far from this particular course? I am appealing the same question to Kaushik also. Do you have any specific issue on any topic which you have studied related to this particular course which you have opted for?
No, that means right from beginning.
No, no. Whatever doubt you have about setting up of new entity.
No, that is right from this partnerships, all from all the any topic.
Any topic, say basic fundamental question I wanted to clarify. Not specific as such. I don't want to answer with reference to any specific section or law, but suppose if you are today encountered with a question that you want to start up something of your own, what kind of questions you will have in your mind? That's what my theme is.
So one is this registration of a firm of any type partnership or sole partnership or single director company, something like that. So in
Okay.
this partnership we register,
Okay.
and there is a thing called registration as director.
Okay.
So what is that for, director? What is the
Okay.
the
Okay.
purpose of?
Okay. Okay. I will give specific answer to this.
Okay.
Partnership firms are governed by Indian Partnership Act 1932. Partnership, where
Okay.
see, there is an upper limit of 20, at the most, at the max, you can have 20 persons as your partner, 20.
Okay.
And one thing is that, see, partnership is nothing but it is coming together of few persons. And for that purpose, they note down what they have agreed, what are the terms and conditions on which they are coming together. And that basic document is called as partnership deed, deed of partnership.
Okay.
There is a central agency which is maintained at every state level.
Okay.
And that agency is called as a registrar of firms, ROF.
Okay.
Now,
Mm.
there are two aspects. Some people prefer not to register their firm with the office of the registrar of firm. We
Is
will
it
find out the limitation of that.
Okay.
Once I explain you the limitation, then you will understand the benefits of registering a partnership firm with the office of the registrar of firms. For example,
Mm.
if your firm is not registered in the office of the registrar of firm,
Mm.
you people, the partners of the firm, cannot file legal case against anyone else.
Okay.
It means, suppose you have sold your goods to some customer.
Mm.
An amount of 5 lakhs of rupees are pending from that customer. And your partnership firm is not registered in the office of the registrar of firms.
Okay.
Then you become helpless because you cannot file complaint with any court of law. Because if you file a complaint with the court of law, the first thing they will ask you, where is your certificate of registration with the registrar of firm?
Okay.
But at the same time, outside world can file case against you.
On whom? On partners or on individuals?
On partnership firm as well as partners. I will tell you about the basic structure. So that is why it is always beneficial to get your firm registered under the office of the registrar of firm under Indian Partnership Act.
Okay.
And one more limitation, let me tell you. See, what is the fundamental difference? Are you aware what is the fundamental difference between LLP and partnership firm?
Yeah,
Kaushik,
LLP is
you can
limited.
also contribute. Kaushik Chakravarti, you can also contribute if you know, if you are aware with this.
LLP is limited liability partnership.
Yes. And Indian partnership and the normal partnership, what we form
Okay.
is coming together with an unlimited liability. It is called as a joint and several. For example, there are two partners. I am giving a very simple example. There are two partners. Each one is having 50% share of profit. A firm, your partnership firm, they have made some bank borrowing.
Okay.
Now, because of the business problems, you are not in a position, to make the repayment of the bank borrowing. You have used all this entire loan for the purpose of business and not for personal benefit.
Okay.
In that case also, your bankers can attach your personal property. Your personal residential flat will also get confiscated by the bank. That is why we say that it is unlimited liability.
That is general partnership.
General partnership.
Okay.
But of course, every entity has plus minus points also. Just now, our second person, he asked me one, where is the second?
Kaushik Chakravarti. He is there.
Kaushik, are you there?
He is there.
Okay, I can't see him. Kaushik, he just asked me this question. I want to start up my consultancy. Let me tell you, before taking a decision itself, one has to compare the plus and minus points of everything, every entity. The simplest is sole proprietary. Simplest. What is the limitation of simplest? Sole proprietary.
So entire responsibility is of the proprietor.
And see, as just now you mentioned, because of some health problem, I could not concentrate on some other topic. Am I correct?
Okay, right.
In case of sole proprietary, you don't have second line of defense. Everywhere, you are at the front end. If something happens to you, the business is gone.
Yeah, that is right.
And let me talk about the extreme situation, extreme. You have a well-settled business. But let's assume that the owner is no more. In that case, it's not easy that anyone else can continue that business because the business ends with that person itself. Okay, only thing is that simplicity of business, and everywhere you are the only person who is entitled for every 100% of the profit. But for getting something, you have to sacrifice something. That is the theme of any commercial activity.
Okay.
So one step ahead of individual entity is partnership firm. But here in case of partnership, the liability is unlimited. And it is joint and several. I will explain this concept, joint and several. Suppose there are two partners. Their share of profit is 99% and 1%.
Okay.
Not necessary 50-50. 99 and 1%. Even in that case, person having 1% of share of profit is responsible 100% for the borrowings made by the partnership firm. That is the problem.
Okay.
In that case, limited liability partnership is very suitable. I will also simultaneously address the question text by Kaushik. He has mentioned that I want to start up consulting business, right?
He is not there, I think.
No, but he's seen.
He is there. He is
Oh,
there.
he's there. Kaushik, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. I have-
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. consulting is industry structural consulting. I'm just starting to study masters in
Which type of
structural
consulting
engineering.
activity you want? In which area you want to give your consulting?
In the structural engineering and the PMC, project management consulting.
Structural engineering. Structural.
Engineering. Only who is the structural engineer who can design the building structure or any infrastructure structure, who can prepare the whole drawings and other
Okay, okay, okay.
specifications.
So for your question, okay. I intentionally ask you, okay. Do one thing, please text the nature of your consulting.
Sir, in my question, you have told about that partnership.
Yes.
Kaushik is asking something.
Kaushik, tell me.
I want to start the business. It's like first of all, how can register this type of consultancy? I don't know because I started the municipal registration for as a civil engineer.
Okay.
And after that, I can register as a structural engineer after completion of my course.
Okay.
After that, what is the type of activity that it is maybe in LLP because LLP is the most suitable for the business or the construction. But I cannot know the PLP is the type of company is suitable for that or no. Because this type of business is a type of group of engineers can work as a whole of team. They have
okay. I got
one person is lead the company.
I got
Normally one person is lead the company.
I got some broad idea, but still I would request you to just text couple of lines about the nature of your consulting. Okay, now I will proceed further with the answer.
Okay.
Since I am also in the consulting line, let me tell you the facts of today's reality. Nowadays, every customer, I'm saying every, they want the services, especially when we talk about service industry. They want most of the services under one roof.
Yes.
So nowadays, suppose if I'm having a legal consultant, if I'm a lawyer, nowadays, even if you see, for example, in case of medical attention, we try to approach such a hospital where every service is available under one roof. On the same lines, just consider the specific nature of your services. If you can render your service on standalone basis, then for you, even a sole proprietary is also adequate. But if in your line of profession, if your client is demanding that he should get all the services under one roof, I would advise you to go for LLP, where you can induct some like-minded professionals by which you can give a bunch and bouquet of various services to your clients under one roof. And there is a facility of deciding your share of profit in LLP. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I would advise you, because it is a service industry, you need to understand one thing, that there is a difference in business and service. People look at you as a consulting professional. If there are some mistakes, that person may sue you legally? Are you aware? Because you are talking about structural engineering वगैरह.
Actually, I want that this type of the business, this type of the work is first of all I getting the license from the certifying authority. After that, I can start the work. In the previous starting the work or the getting the license, I must have experience in that field of work. So first of all, I can start now as a PNC. My move in motto is consultancy company to adopt all the services in the as a consultancy in the civil engineering field, like PNC, architectural firm, who can design the whole project and landscaping work, also in the architectural part and the structural part, you can generate the design, and that is not, I have not qualification till date, but others activities qualification you have. So, but one single person can not have the all type of the qualification. That's why I need to some people who can qualified. I can also enroll in my team as a service provider or in a partner or any
Okay,
type
okay.
of.
I got it. I got it. Yes, correct. Okay, okay. I got the idea. Let me answer you. First of all, it is a service industry, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There is a fundamental difference between manufacturing, trading, and service, because manufacturing and trading is a business while service is a profession. Now, in case of profession, there are many cases in which the concerned professional will have to certify something. Certification is there. In some cases, it is only execution. What I'm trying to suggest is that form an LLP with 2 or 3 persons who are having different qualifications. See, one business owner need not pass each and every examination. Take an example of a multi-speciality hospital. There are 10 different doctors, each qualified in different area.
Yes.
Take, first of all, decide the profile of your services. Say it might include 2 or 3 or 4 services. Some of the services would be only in the nature of execution, where there may not be any necessity, there will not be any requirement of having any specific qualification. Where a specific qualification is necessary, you should will have to induct that person as your LLP partner because one partner cannot issue certificate on behalf of another partner, on behalf of another person, because it is a profession. For example, a doctor who is qualified in orthopedics cannot certify something about neurology or cannot certify something about pathology.
Correct.
But in case of business, there is no question of certification. So what you have to do is that induct those persons where you need different qualifications, different certifications, who can represent your LLP firm and issue different reports. And where the work is of repetitive nature, slightly unskilled work, slightly business related work, you can induct those persons as your employees. Because each time when you induct somebody as your LLP partner, there is question of sharing of the profits. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So are you clear now, Kaushik?
Yes, sir. Clear. But I want to know I can then as an employee, then what is the my liability? I can, if I have not able to gather other person, like I need one architect,
Okay.
one consultant, other type of person.
Okay.
Because some of the companies, they have like a MEP person. MEP is the another stream from the civil engineering. So it's a part of civil engineering, but not core team. They have required the mechanical engineer also. They have required the electrical engineer, HVAC engineer also. So can I hire them as a permanent basis or partially basis?
Okay. 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 Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. So let's say, for example, once again, I will give you an example of a hospital, multi-speciality hospital, right? Now,
Yes, sir.
because that is the best possible example what we can give in respect of service industry. Nowadays, there are as many as 30 or 40 different branches in the area of medicine. Now, it is not necessary that I can induct everyone as my LLP partner. For example, let me give you a very specific. Most of the hospitals, they have doctors as their LLP partners, where there is enough number of clientele available for that. But only for select cases, you also need a psychiatrist doctor. In that case, I need not induct him as a LLP partner, but I can outsource some of the services through another professional. As far as end customer is concerned, he will get all services under one roof.
Yes.
But only for limited purpose, you don't induct that person as a partner. You treat yourself, you treat that person as your business associate. There is a new concept called as business associate. He will work as per your instructions.
Okay. So then this company or in the LLP code or associate code is another part, the only type of the mode. How can I register my company? Which mode I have registered? And who can right person?
The associate, business associate is not the legal form of entity. It is the business arrangement. It is the business arrangement.
Okay.
Associate means there is an understanding.
Okay.
Let me tell you the concept also. Associate means officially you can say that he is my associate. And when, understand the situation, when 80% of his business is being provided by you, he will always remain under your control. Take an example of a builder. Take an example of a builder. If you see the construction industry builder line, they hardly engage and employ the employees. They hardly hire employees, because the moment you hire some employees, there are implications of social security like provident fund, ESI, etc., etc. So for everything, they have subcontracted the work. Say, for example, the work of excavation of land is given to another associate. The works of basement is given to another associate. Work of footing is given to another associate. Work of brickwork is given to another associate. Work of plastering is given to another associate. Painting is given to another associate. Not necessary that those persons should be your employee or business partner. Let them remain as a business associate. They will always remain under your control so long as you are giving them good business. They will keep them dependent on you. Business associate is not the legal form. It is a commercial arrangement. It is the understanding. Kari, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Do you have any doubt? Do you have any similar question?
No, this actually I have done this type of the work earlier.
Okay.
So I am conversant with this civil engineering consultancy and all because I have done many works of civil engineering.
Okay. Okay. So you must be aware with what I mentioned just now.
Yeah, I am understanding.
Okay.
You are from Pune.
Yeah.
In Pune also I have constructed 2 road over bridges.
Okay.
That is when I was working in consultancy organization.
Okay. Okay. Now you're at Andhra Pradesh?
I am retiring now. Means I have come back to my native place.
Okay. Okay. So now what is your occupation now?
No, actually I am planning to start some what is that? Some factory type mango pulp or some coconut processing, something like that.
See,
So I am exploring now.
no, but see, let me tell you one thing.
Mm,
Before starting any new venture, whatever
okay.
it may be, mango pulp, jo bhi hai, whatever it may be,
Mm,
first try to find out, just approach the public relation officer
mm.
of the state government, which makes you various welfare schemes available.
Just I spoke to that district in charge of DIC, District Industry Center,
Yes.
and because of this 1 week health problem, I could not go. Otherwise, I could have gone and met him.
Ah, and also make best use of few
Mm,
things.
okay.
Understand the difference between micro, small, and medium enterprise. You have heard the concept MSME?
Yeah, MSME, I understand.
Okay. Because
Mm,
first thing is that you should get yourself registered under MSME Udyam Aadhar registration. You have heard of that?
Actually, right now, I have not gone into registering because I am only studying and exploring.
But do one thing, just
Mm,
note it down. Whenever you arrive at some conclusion,
mm.
you go through the definitions of micro, small, and medium enterprise.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Because
Mm,
all those persons, MSME, they will
mm.
be given some benefit in one form or another.
Okay.
First basic benefit what you will get is from various banks,
Yeah.
because for starting up every entity and doing a business,
Mm.
you need working capital finance.
Yeah, right.
And for if you are a registered MSME,
Mm.
availing of the finance would be very easy for you and at a very cheaper rate.
Mm.
Then also consider something which is called as a mudra loan. Have you heard of mudra loan?
No, I have not.
MUDRA.
Yeah.
Approach any public sector bank like
Mm.
State Bank of India, Canara Bank, Andhra
Mm.
Bank, etc., etc., etc.
Okay.
Without any collateral, they will give you loan up to 10 lakhs of rupees.
Mm. No, that is okay, but
No.
unless I got something, some revenue model, taking loan is not much problem for me. I
Yes,
can take, but revenue model for repaying also is required.
yes.
So,
No, but even for a revenue model, I would advise you to go one step further.
mm,
Many times I'm not discouraging you, but
Okay. Okay.
many times a person who wants to start up his own, basically we want to start up our own because we are not much comfortable with this employment. Am I correct?
Yeah, that is okay. Right.
Because we are not comfortable doing a job under someone. So what happens is that in this over enthusiasm, many times we think of something else and we end up in something else.
Hello.
So what you have to do is that whatever is your business idea, whatever is there,
Okay.
approach a good chartered accountant of your own choice. Ask him to prepare a project feasibility report for next 5 years of period. Because many times, let me tell you, a person doing business many times at the end of year, he doesn't know how much profits he has earned.
Okay.
Unlike a salaried person, he knows his income. Businessman, what happens is that he keeps on rotating the money. He keeps on putting the same money back into the business. So just ask your chartered accountant to prepare a good project feasibility report for a period of next 5 years. This will give you an idea. For example, with whatever business model, everyone knows that the business in the first year is not going to be that attractive. You have to presume that also. And every year, on some simplistic assumption that my business will grow by 10% per annum, year on year, find out how much net additions you are going to make in your profits. In another way, this is called as a sensitivity analysis. Suppose if my business goes up by 10%, how much would be the increase in the profits? It is called as a sensitivity analysis. A successful entrepreneur must be fundamentally aware with this sensitivity. It means if the business is scalable, I can decide my scale of business. If I can increase it by 20%, it's fine. If I can increase it by 30%, fine. Nowadays, when there is a known concept of outsourcing, you can increase the volume of your business. Sometimes by sacrificing some percentage of the profits, if you can increase your business, do that. But for that purpose, you need a good project feasibility report. You can understand so that you can understand the ratios also. There are some accounting ratios. I am not going into the details of that. But a successful businessman must know the profit percentage on whatever activity he is doing. That's the intention. Because everyone knows that head is above heart. The position of the head is above heart. Many times the entrepreneur is influenced more by what he feels within his heart. Of course, it is most welcome that you want to start up something of your own, mango pulp, etc., etc. Jo bhi hai, whatever it may be. But do it rationally and practically.
Yeah, sure.
Because ultimately, the ultimate aim of all of us is to earn money. That's it.
Earn money also, and there is some social standing and
Yes.
also employment.
Employment generation. Now you should be, you
Yeah,
should not be a
exactly.
job seeker.
Yeah,
You should
that
be
is what
job
I
giver.
mean. Yeah, that is what I meant. Employment generation, then social standing,
Yes.
and also utilizing the whatever means whatever you locally available, utilizing that.
And you get some liberty also, na?
Yeah.
Some liberty also.
Sir, my question earlier question was
Okay.
this partnership firms we register as partners.
Yes.
Then what is this director identification number is coming into
Okay.
picture?
Okay. Okay. See, it is called as, I will give you the full form of every such number.
Hmm.
PAN means permanent account number.
Okay,
All
that
of
is
us, we have,
we
right?
have. Hmm.
Then there is a TAN number, tax deduction account number.
Okay.
Whenever somebody is giving you TDS certificate, say form 16 you might have got earlier, form number 16.
Okay.
Your employer must have given you. Barabar hai na? Is it correct?
Correct.
Okay. On that form 16, you might find a number called as a TAN number, TAN, tax deduction account number. Every limited liability partnership will have a unique number. It is alpha numeral number, alpha numeral D1508, C7980, what it may be. Every company incorporated under Indian Companies Act will have something called as a SIN number, CIN number, company identification number. It will either start with U or L. Okay. Yeah. So it is corporate identification number. You can find out this. You can just Google and find out SIN number of any corporate.
Okay.
It will start with U or L. U means unlisted and L means listed. And DIN means director identification number. Every person who is on the board of directors of a company, limited company, he is given a number.
Okay.
I will just give you a web resource. Visit MCA 21 website. MCA 21, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Visit that website. Make best use of that website. You will understand everything about corporates. How the functioning takes place. I think one more person has joined. Sanju Bhagat, do you want to add something? Because we are at the fag end of the session. Sanju Bhagat, are you there? Sanju Bhagat? Okay. Do you have any specific? Sanju, you can text that if you have any specific question. From where you have got connected, Sanju? Okay, all right. Do you have any specific question about starting new entity, etc.? I will answer that and then we can conclude the session.
Hello.
Hello? Hello? No, it's not audible. You can text. No, it's not audible. Please text the message in the chat box.
Sir, you are not audible. So, if you want to ask any more queries, so you can write an email to us. The email ID is already given in the our video. So you can write an mail, and if no one is having query, so we can wind up the session.
Okay.
So
okay.
while starting the
I will just
company-
answer, madam. I will just answer one question.
Yes, sir.
quickly,
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes, sir.
Sanju Bhagat has posted one message.
Yes, sir.
It was about startup. I will answer that. Sanju, I am giving you a reference of section 80 IC of Income Tax Act. Please note down the section under Income Tax Act 80 IC. Section 8080 IA. 8080 IA. Under Income Tax Act, the startup concept has been defined specifically, and the biggest advantage of any startup is that you get income tax exemption for any consecutive 3 years of your own choice. So if you have got any idea which is scalable, which can be commercialized, and which has some element of innovation or invention, or if you have an innovative idea, you will have to register this particular startup with Department of Promotion of Industry and Trade, DPIT. Find out Section 80 IA of Income Tax Act. You will get every answer for startup. Consider those options, consider those points, and then go ahead with the startup registration. Thank you all for participating.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir. Krishna, you can stop recording. Okay, for more queries, you can write an email. We can
We will answer that
solve
question.
your queries. Yes.
Thanks for participating. Have a good day, please. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Krishna. Hello, Krishna. Hello. Are you there, Krishna? Please end the meeting.